Hey, how's it going, guys? Ricky Summer here, and today I've come back in time to play Chroma for the very first time. But first, a message from our sponsor.
Nexus Security. Protecting you from the unknown beyond the Nexus.
Alright guys, welcome back to Warframe. I am uniquely and uncommonly excited today for this video, for this frame. I've had my eye on Chroma for quite some time. He actually wasn't that hard to farm up, but it was like, there were enough disparate pieces involved that my brain was like, oh man, that's a problem for like tomorrow, Rick. He's gonna take a hot minute. But we're fine, we got Chroma now. Why was I so excited for Chroma? Because he looks so different. I mean, he's like a techno lizard beaver. Techno lizard beavers rise up. You've got representation here, and I love it. Is he, like, I think I've heard people refer to him as like, draconic? A master of the deadly elements, Chroma can alter his damage output by changing his emissive color. Wait, what? Is that what? So hang on, based on, hang on, if that's literal, does that mean that, wait, so what if we change it to like green? It changes to toxin. Oh shit, like what, alright, what about, okay, so reds, pinks in general are like fire? What about purple? Purple is electric. It's beautiful. That's a, oh Christ. That's actually a really cool little gimmick. So he's gonna, I mean, look, on the one hand, it means if we want to keep the fresh sparkle going that we have on all frames, then we're gonna have to do fire damage. But that's okay. That's okay. I mean, he looks pretty fly with the green too. I don't look. Hey, listen. Let's have a look at the abilities. Man, I knew this was gonna be an exciting frame. Okay, let's check the passive. Wings sprout from an additional jump and bullet jump. I mean, I was already pogged out of my gourd, and you're gonna give me wings as well? What do the wings do though? Like, can we actually fly? I guess we'll have to find out. Cause like, if they just, look, honestly, if they're just cosmetic, that's still pretty cool. But I want some functionality here. Okay, Spectral Scream. This sounds so primal, I'm so ready. Exhale a deep breath of elemental destruction. Tap to cycle through elements, hold to cast. The chosen element applies to all of Chroma's abilities. Right, so what we have, okay, I think I get it. Our chosen color scheme sets our default element, and then we can actually just cycle the elements anyway. That's really cool. That's the best of both worlds. I love it. Hopefully I'm interpreting that correctly and that's actually how it works, but I'm down for this. Elemental Ward. Depending on Chroma's elemental alignment, an offensive area of effect is created. Chroma and its nearby allies are imbued with defensive energy. Okay, so we have defensive energy, but also there's a area of effect, there's a goo. Is it like around him or is it like on the ground? It looks like it's around him, like it sticks to him. Oh man, this is so rad. I get it. I get why people say he's the sentient killer, because he can just get past the resistances constantly cycling. He's Chroma. It's the RGB frame. Oh man, I'm so pogged out of my gourd for this. Vex Armor. When shields are hit, Chroma and nearby allies' armor grows stronger. When health takes a hit, weapon damage increases. Okay, let me think about this. So, does that mean that if we go heavy into health and shields, then we will increase our damage while simultaneously increasing our armor? Now, we might only have space for one of those, right? Oh, that's really cool. How long does that last? Duration is 10 seconds, and the radius is 8 meters. Guys, I already love this. Like this, so far, really interesting frame because we don't have a lot of what I would call, they are active abilities, but they're kind of passive in the way they work. You trigger it, like with the exception of Spectral Scream, so far you trigger an ability and it's in effect for a period of time, rather than an ability being a literal attack, you know? Like it could be a heavy gun frame, which I don't mind, because I'm into my Kuva weapons right now. And I got some eye on some tenets as well. I want to get some of those. All right, last one, here we go. Effigy. Chroma turns his pelt into a massive sentry that strengthens nearby allies and engulfs enemies in elemental attacks. Wait, what the fuck did I just read? Into a... Oh! It's like a support turret. It's beautiful, man. It's fucking beautiful. Oh, God. Let's have a look at some tips here. Chroma's effigy benefits from Vex Armor's Fury damage, but of course, yeah, because of course it does, because it's friggin' awesome, that's why. Heat Elemental Ward heals allies within range by increasing their base health. Hang on, let me have a look at that. Depending on Chroma's... Oh! So defensive... Oh, I should have read more! Heat gives health, electricity is shield capacity, Toxin is holster speed and reload speed. Okay, there's a little more here, but I'm just looking at the top ones. And cold is armor. I think I love this frame. Toxin Elemental Ward surrounds Chroma with toxic fumes that have a chance of afflicting toxin status effect on nearby enemies. It also grants nearby allies a reload speed and holster speed increase. Reload speed, yeah. I mean, even so, oh man. I'm so pogged down on my gourd to try this frame. Electric Elemental Ward increases allies' base shields and converts incoming damage into lightning arc discharge. Heck yeah. So, I mean, that could play in with Vex Armor, right? Because if we're bolstering shields, the more damage we take to shields, the more armor we're getting, we become more survivable. Oh, the synergies! Cold Elemental Ward increases allies' base armor and creates a shield that deflects damage back to enemies. Ladies and gentlemen, I implore you. Recast Vex Armor before its duration ends to maintain Chroma's Scorn and Fury buffs. Right, so we can just keep recasting it, and it's gonna extend the duration rather than reset it. That's very cool. So we want to keep Vex Armor up the majority of the time, I imagine. Vex Armor's effects are triggered when Chroma's shields and health are damaged. Equip mods that increase their values to help reach the bonus limit. Yes, that's what I was saying. Yes. Vex Armor's Scorn buff scales with armor mods like Steel Fiber, while the Fury buff scales with base damage mods like Serration. So does that mean it lowers the threshold for them to... We'll have to look into that, and I'm sure you guys are going to help me out with that in the comments, but I love that there's a synergy there. Yes. Vex Armor's Fury increases Spectral Scream's damage. Because of course it does, because Chroma's fucking awesome. While Effigy is active, Chroma receives a movement speed increase and armor reduction. Of course, I mean, that just makes perfect sense. That's thematically appropriate, yes. All right, let's have a look at some mods here. So, Steel Fiber was name dropped. So what are we going to put in the aura here? Let's have a look. What do we got? Pistol Amp, Steel Charge, melee weapon damage increased, Rifle Amp. See, I don't really love any of these, to be honest, but maybe I'll do Rifle Amp because I am using a rifle. Oh man, let's build for increasing the efficiency of Vex Armor, I think. And what if we throw Intensify on there as well? That increases the damage of Spectral Scream. And it increases... Yeah, okay, I think that's the right play. So we're going to be pretty survivable straight off the bat, and hopefully this is going to allow us to do enough damage. But look, let's jump into a mission, and let's play some Chroma. Alright, so we're sliding into survival on Ceres, partially because Sedna is captured by my Lich, so I don't want to complicate the issue by dealing with the Lich. Shall we Spectral Scream, guys? Does this work? Or we hold it? Oh, it just keeps going? Hang on, turn it off. Yo, it just keeps going. Okay, so hang on, tap. Where does it show the damage type? Is it switching? Maybe it doesn't switch yet. We have to... Okay, I dare... Oh, baby, it just keeps going. We're dragonborning. Okay, I dare say the switching has to be unlocked. Okay, let's keep going here. This is actually incredible. You don't need weapons. This is the greatest thing I've ever seen. It's reasonably energy efficient too. Oh, you love to see it. This is fantastic. What in the literal world? Let's find a larger area here because I want to try out the passive. Don't think I haven't forgotten the passive. We got so many pogs out of that ability section. I haven't forgotten the passive. All right, here we go. Are those the wings? Does that just mean we bullet jump further? Hang on, let me try this out. So we can just bullet jump forever or something like that? Okay, I'm not really sure how that benefits us, but he's got so many other pogs. I mean, it's mostly fine. Okay, so we've got elemental ward up. Oh, there we go. Okay, the elements have shown up. There we go. So we can switch out. Let's switch out to toxin. And we can... Okay, so spectral scream... Maybe spectral scream only runs off of... Maybe only runs off of the basic color. Hang on, let's get ward up. So that should be doing toxin, I imagine. Hopefully. Yes. And then it ends. Okay, let's switch out to fire. Was that the one that did the healing? Hang on. Let me get out of here. Let me get... You know what? I do believe we can fly further. Okay. Yes. Yes, so we can actually heal using the heat ward. That's so rad. Oh, baby. We'll never be stopped. We'll never, ever be stopped. Alright, we've got the Vex armor. Let's pop it. And it's all based on the abilities, right? So we're freezy boys at the moment. I feel like Chroma is a frame you have to learn, you know? Okay. I mean, I'm ready for it. Let me just get into the thick of it here. Let's make some bad decisions. Okay, can we swap out? Let's go electric business. What was the strat, right? We always keep Vex armor up, okay? So there we go. Get ready, pop it again. We keep popping. We're always popping. You never stop popping. What if I switch to toxin here? I've run out of energy. I can no longer pop. That's okay. These things happen. Alright, I just went 20 minutes in survival. Not even a problem. We do not die as Chroma. Chroma doesn't die. Now we've got effigy unlocked and I'm pogged out of my gourd to try it out. Here we go. And pog, you get the sentry up and the sentry just does what it does. Oh, that's beautiful. How long does it last? The candle that burns twice as bright burns half as long. And now we're out of it. No, we're back with the energy. Let's do it again. Give me a large group, please. I require a muster of many men. All right, here we go. Effigy. It looks beautiful. It's stunning. Look at it go. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to have to look into that a little bit more. Look at the tips again to see how it synergizes. And I don't know, maybe... Do we increase duration on that? I'm not really sure. To cap off on the Vex armor, though, I feel like the Vex armor, it's a tricky one. It's because it's not flashy, you know. It just kind of does its work in the background, but we haven't died. I feel like I could probably be doing more to actually like actively utilize its effects, I think, and maybe micromanage. With the other abilities and the different elements a little bit better. Like I said before, I think Chroma is a frame you have to learn, and I'm not there yet, but I'm really, really excited to figure him out and build him out. And now let's have a look at some mods. Oh man, Chroma. Oh, all right. I've had a lot of fun with him so far. I need to go through these abilities again and look at the nuances. It's just the variation of what can be done and with each elemental alignment and how it interfaces with each of the abilities. I need to have a look at Vex armor again, but I got a fairly firm grasp of how elemental ward works and I really like it. I really, really like that we can heal when we're heat aligned with elemental ward. That is incredible. All right, let's have a look at some mods. Okay, so I'm thinking maybe we drop vitality for the moment because most of the damage is going to hit the shields for the most part. What else can we throw on there? I feel like Streamline, man. I feel like Streamline's the go here. Eventually Flow as well. I just want to maximize our energy. So we don't really have anything Oh no, we do have, it's just Vex armor that's duration locked. Or bound, or whatever word you want to slap in here. Oh, and also the ward as well. So, primed continuity, like, just for the sake of let's see what happens here. So we went from 15 to 20 seconds on the ward and 10 to 13 seconds on Vex Armor. That's kind of doesn't seem worth it right now. I mean, the ward, like, yeah, that's a 25% increase. That's really good. No, that's not. That's a 30%, 33% increase. I'm not good at maths, guys. That's why I went into music. Okay, let's leave that off for the moment. And I think I'm going to keep Streamline on there. I think I like that. So then hopefully we can get Effigy going for a little bit longer. We can cast Vex Armor more often. I think maybe I need to do a little more study into which enemies are weak to certain elements so I can maximize like using Spectral Scream and whatnot. That being said, I think if I adjust appearance and reset the emissive, then it will change color. Now, I don't know if that meant that all our damage with Spectral Scream was locked to heat, but it kind of looked like it was. So I'm going to leave the emissive actually default. So I'm guessing that means that it will change on its own. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with this as it stands. Not so much the aura, but yeah, like what are you going to do? You know, what else could I slap on there? Steel Charge. Look, I don't know, man. Pistol Amp. I haven't really got any good auras. Maybe I'll just throw Steel Charge on there anyway. We got a little more juice out of that, so that's fun. I can put something else on, like Prime Continuity. Or you know what? Put Vitality back on there. Yeah, all right. Now we're laughing. That's, yeah, you know, I'm happy with that. Okay, before we finish up here and do the time jump, let's have a look at the augments. All right, first up here, Afterburn. Spectral Scream Augment. Upon deactivation, Chroma will launch an elemental projectile dealing 100 damage for each second the ability was active, to a maximum of 500 damage. That's incredible. I really quite like that one. Ooh, okay. I mean, that would be, depending what the projectile is like, if it's single target, that could be huge against bosses maybe, or like just big targets. That's rad, I like that. Okay, next up, Everlasting Ward. Elemental Ward Augment. Allies that leave the radius will retain the effect for 100% of the remaining duration. Oh, that's fantastic. I actually didn't realize that that wasn't already the case. So once they leave, they lose the effect. Oh, but hang on, that's allies. That's allies. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. So that, you know, that's going to be useful, of course, in team situations, but maybe less so when solo. So enemies within the ward should still be affected when they leave, right? Because, like, you know, they get the effect and it's just a regular status effect, right? Anyway, interesting. Interesting if true. Vexing Retaliation. Oh, baby. Vex Armor Augment. Taking 150 damage will trigger a 9-meter burst. Shield damage will cause a puncture proc, while health damage will cause a blast proc. Huge. I really quite like that. I think I would like to grab that. I really like the idea of Vex Armor. I just need to, like I said, figure out how it works. So you guys will help in the comments, you know, in chat, you guys will help as well. And I'll try and do some reading, some wiki diving. But yeah, that's really interesting. I might actually want that. And lastly, Guided Effigy. Cast and hold to make Effigy move to your aim point. Deals 2,000 damage per second to enemies in its path and roars on arrival, stunning nearby enemies. Oh, that's insidious, buddy. Oh, I like that. I don't know if I'll take it, but I like it. I like that very much. Chroma. Okay. I was excited to play him. You saw, I was big pog. And so far, he's lived up to my expectations. Really excited to rank him up, to fill him out, build him out. Oh, baby. All right. Let's do the time jump. All right, guys. Welcome back to Warframe. Listen, I mean, you saw how hard I pogged out of my freaking gourd at the start of the video. We're about to pog a whole lot more. So let me drop Vex Armor here. Actually, you know what? Let's go to Cold. And we're going to pop the 2. We're going to pop the Ward. And I'm just going to hang out, okay? So this is right after the stream. We did the stream earlier today. Actually, you know what? I need some energy so that Vex Armor can continue to pog out and exist. Hang on, let me grab some juice here. Okay, all right. We can pop it one more time. There we go. There we go. So Vex Armor is currently lasting almost 40 seconds. What we're doing right now is just taking damage. Okay, we're into health damage now. This is the important part. Because once we take health damage, then our damage bonus will increase. So we're now at 185% damage bonus. Just do it. Do the health damage. You can't even do it. You can't even do it, you big nerd. Do it. Do it, you won't. Look at him go. Look at him go. Pop the Vex armor again. This is just gravy. This is just boosting our damage. I love it. This is what we did the whole stream. I love this. I love this. Okay. Now let's pop some Cooper armor. And let the pogs just rain down. I mean, like, to be fair, it's not like we really needed that damage bonus to get Kuva Brahma to do that for us, but you know, why not? It's all gravy there. It's all in good fun, good, tasteful, clean family entertainment. All right, we have lost the bonus for Vex armor, unfortunately. So let me pop it up again. We have a lot more energy now, so we should just be able to sit here. Oh, I'm gonna pop the. Oh, hang on. Oh, yo, we're taking actual legitimate damage. No, I don't like that. I don't like that, sir. Sir, please, is it Wendy's? Okay, let's well, we gotta wait for the ward to burn out, but we can heal ourselves with heat. Okay, listen, flew a little bit too close to the sun there. That's what the whole stream was about. Chat warned me, and I'm glad to say that I didn't learn my lesson, because I really didn't die at all when I Arnold Schwarzenegger at the end of Predator 1, spoilers, I'm sorry, where he's like, come on, kill me, I'm right here, do it. That's what this frame is all about. Okay, let me pop Vex armor again, please. And we'll pop the ward as well so we can heal a little bit. We'll go back to the cold so that we can reflect damage when the ward comes back into focus here. Okay, so now it's just gravy. We're just boosting our D. All right, now let's do a little bit of D over here. Let's do a little bit of D. Oh baby, the pogs, the heavy pogs. Apparently, Chroma was once high meta for Eidolon hunts, and chat, well, certain elements in chat assure me, while he might not be the highest meta available, he is still perfectly reasonable still in Eidolon hunts, and that excites me a great deal. I'm also excited to maybe give him a try with sisters. So recently I've discovered that using Nyx for Murmur hunts for sisters, and possibly even for the sisters themselves, is heavy tier, because her 2 ability weakens them, strips armor to the point that I can actually one-shot hounds and whatnot, which were actually giving me trouble even with the likes of Protea, which is pretty wild to think. So considering that, like, chat was telling me that they've managed to get like 1,000 plus damage bonus with Chroma through Vex armor, and I'm happy to report that I myself reached, I think it was 1,196, I believe it was, percent damage bonus just from using Vex armor. So that's from taking health damage specifically. So to that end, I've focused on vitality and actually not put any shield mods on there at all. So let's go back in there with the Vex armor. Just gonna hang out for a second. Pop, there you go. See, because we got the cold ward, we're reflecting damage back at them. See if we can actually get some kills that way. Come on, come on. There you go, there you go. Don't you dare try to smack me, sir. Yo, okay, let's get out of here. Let's pop Vex armor again. Okay, so we got a little bit of damage. What's 360 damage increase? Again, not like we need it right now with Kuva Brahma, but I'm excited to get to some higher levels of Pog here. I mean, I'm doing hubris strats here, you know? I'm just trying to farm up as much damage bonus as humanly possible. Really what I should be doing is just killing. Just killing, and as we go, we'll get the damage increase just naturally. I'm just trying to artificially, you know, boost it up here. Let's pop Vex armor again. There you go, you love to see it. You don't not love to see it, we'll put it that way. How's that damage? Our damage is at 371% currently, which is alright. It's a far cry from 1,000 plus, which I did achieve on stream, but it was with a group. But I gotta say, even just from being survivable, just from a survivability standpoint, Chroma is so good, man. I love him so much. I love him so much. I wanna use him for Eidolons. I wanna use him for Liches and Sisters, which sounds like a funk band from the 90s, to be honest. He's a great frame. Any frame that presents itself as a platform for doing increased weapon damage, I'm all here for. Because you know me, I love Kuva weapons. Tenet weapons, potentially. I haven't got too many of them, but, you know, the idea excites me. Those sort of big tier, legendary, high damage, pogged out of their gourd weapons. I'm here for it at all times of the day and night. And, you know, any opportunity to use them to their fullest potential, I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it. Okay, let's go have a look at the final build, the maxed out build here for Chroma. Yeah. Okay, so listen. Chat suggested that I focus heavily on 2 and 3. I asked what everyone's favorite element was, if they switch out a lot, or if they just focus. Interestingly enough, a lot of people just seem to focus. I didn't see a lot of love for Toxin. There were a couple people who were into electricity, and a lot of people who were into cold because it will reflect damage. So electricity, shield capacity, status chance, damage multiplier? Oh. Hang on. Does that apply to the overall damage? Damage hang on. It's got the biggest damage multiplier? More than cold. Cold has a little bit of a damage multiplier. Ooh. Like, we could be big electricity boys. Anyway, some people, you know, they're into spectral screen, but it didn't seem to get a lot of love, nor did effigy. But, you know, they have their places. But it seems like predominantly what we want to be doing is, as I figured, we want to keep Vex armor up like 100% of the time, because if we let it drop, we lose our armor bonus and our damage bonus, and elemental ward on top of that is just, you know, gravy, whatever abilities you want to stack on top of there with that. I really like the idea of moving to heat to heal when I need to, as you saw in situations there solo. Yeah, like you start taking health damage before you've got like that, like a 1000 plus. I actually got to 1500 plus % on the defense bonus. Like, once you get to that point, I feel like maybe you're probably gonna have to heal a lot less. But yeah, like, it's great that it's there. The man's got lots of functionality. I love that he's basically a weapons platform, that he enhances my ability to dish out salacious punishment with Kuva weapons and whatnot. And with that, let's check out the final build. Okay, so this is what we landed on. I kept Streamline. Chat said that you know, probably eventually we can swap this out with like August Secrets or Adaptation, which I haven't got yet, but we did start doing Arbitration, so I would like to get that. I know it's a really low drop chance, but I like to give myself the opportunity to actually farm it up. Prime Continuity, so that we can have Vex Armor running as long as humanly possible, so we're almost up to 40 seconds at this point, and same story for Elemental Ward. So like the less we have to worry about that, the better, because then like inevitably I forget and let it slip. But also the longer it lasts, the less we're casting it, so the more energy we're saving. So that in conjunction with Streamline, hopefully, you know, if we keep killing and keep getting energy, we won't run out of energy. Otherwise, in this case, the Umbral mods, Vitality, Intensify, I will be aiming to hopefully max these out one day. So I like Chroma enough that I want to form the boy. So like if we can get max Umbral Intensify, Prime Continuity, Augur Message, you know, it's been revealed to me the secrets of Augur Secret. I didn't know that I existed. So that's, for those who don't know, it's the Augur equivalent, but for Intensify. I mean, chat's advice was just ability strength and duration. You max it out at any cost, nothing else. Yeah, it makes perfect sense to me. I love it. As I said, I'm not buffing shields at all, because I want to take health damage so that I can get the damage bonus. And the only other thing was, people suggested eventually, once I can actually fit it, I want to throw in Umbral Fiber, because he is an armorous boy. He's great. I love him. Honestly, he's a friggin' Chroma. Oh, you know what? Also, maybe Blind Rage. I saw a build with Blind Rage, so like if we could squeeze that in as well. I'm actually really captivated by the potential for Chroma here. This is great. This is really, really good. I was looking forward to my man Chroma, the Techno Lizard Beaver. He ended up being great. He's a lot of fun, and such potential for efficiency. Yeah. You guys let me know what you think of Chroma in the comments below the like button. Give me your tips, your tricks, give me your anecdotes, give me your sweet sauciers on Chroma, which is like a dossier, but saucy. But for the moment, guys, thank you very much for watching. Be excellent to each other, and I'll see you next time. Ricky Summer. Out.